జై భీమ్. కొంచెం పెద్దగా చెప్పండి అబ్బా. జై భీమ్. Great. Okay, I'm really happy to be here. But before I start, I wanted to just follow the protocol. Okay, distinguished guests. మన వినోద్ కుమార్ సార్ వెళ్ళిపోయిండు, బట్ నా అవర్ ఓన్ పీపుల్, రత్నప్రభ గారు, ఎమ్మెల్యే గువ్వల బాలరాజు గారు, తర్వాత నరసింహ, తర్వాత మహేష్, తర్వాత I don't have names తెలియదు, but please excuse me. I know Sai, he came to my house in Florida, and all the other guests, if I don't mention it, please don't feel bad, because I don't know the names. I'm kind of so I just wanted to ask you, pardon me if I don't say your names right, okay? I thank you very much for inviting me to the Mickey. And before go further, I just want to tell you, you guys, I love you guys because you have been doing things, and you are kind of a dream to me, because I started my dream way back about 50 years ago. So I'm just like you guys. In 1973, I want to give few experience of my own, so that that will help you. I thought of talking about entrepreneurship. He spoke in detail. I thought about talking, she told about all the conditions, how the world evolved into, and today in the new environment, the internet and the smartphones, and how you can leave those things and all these things. Now I just wanted to tell you, what should I talk? Okay, so I thought about talking about my experience. Okay, so in 1973, after I finished my graduation, 71, I went to work in Kakatiya Medical College. I want to do something, but I don't know what it is. I got a job offer from government of AP at that time. I had a job in teaching anatomy at Kakatiya Medical College. So I have to decide between these two. So I picked teaching anatomy, a private job, not the government. Had I taken government job, I wouldn't be here. I would have retired about 15 years ago and waiting to die. Because that's what happens, when you retire, there is nothing to do. Now, I'm 77 years old. I'm still active. I work 14 hours a day. Okay. So that decision I made in 1972 made me who I am. What is that decision? So I didn't take the government job, I took a private job. Then at that time, I was working Student Federation. So what happens? You wanted to dedicate your life, you wanted to work for the people, to help everybody. I didn't want to go to America. But what happened was, when I was in a house urgency, somebody made a comment that నువ్వు పాస్ కాలేవు, అందుకని పోనంటున్నావు అన్నాడు. So I took it as a challenge. So I passed. Then what should I do? I have to go to America. So I was ready to go to America, and my father said, you can't go to America unless you marry. Okay? So he started doing, okay, I agreed with him, I'll marry before I go. But what happened was, I just wanted to ask you, everybody is hungry. Can I take about 15-20 minutes to talk? Is that okay? Okay. So my father said, I'm going to find a girl for you. So I was working in a leftist politics, right? So I wanted somebody who really work with my ideology, what I wanted to do. So he found a girl, she finishing medicine and 1 lakh dowry, 1972. So friend of mine, they're Kammas, and he came to me, would you marry my sister? And she was finishing high school, intermediate, and she said, then I said, okay. I went to see her, she asked me one thing. Before she asked, I said, I wanted to help a lot of my people. A lot of people knock on my door, and I need to do whatever they want. You can't hold my hand, you can't stop me. Okay, she agreed, okay, you can do whatever, but I have a desire, I have one wish. What is it? My sister is a doctor, my brother is a doctor, I want to become a doctor. I said, okay, agree. I thought that, in those days you have a entrance examination, and నేను అనుకున్నా ఈ అమ్మాయి పాస్ అవుద్దాలే అప్పుడు ఆలోచించవచ్చు అనుకున్నా. But she really passed, she got into medicine. Okay, then I left to America, and she was here, she went to Gandhi Medical College, and she finished. So that's how my, the early life. After I went to America, I was trying to do alternate income for me. First, before going to America, I have to go to Kuala Lumpur, so I need to have money to go to Kuala Lumpur. So I made my own money by doing the job and used it. I didn't take any help from anybody. Okay? So what does that mean? What I'm trying to tell you is, you guys are going to have a businesses, and you need to do something. You have your own money. Don't depend on somebody else to do business. If you do that, what happens is you're going to fail. You're going to fail. As you know, he was telling about the first year, in any year, 100 companies start, 90% of the companies fail. Yes? Yeah. You know why they fail? They fail because they don't plan it, they don't understand what the business is, they don't do any kind of homework, they don't know what the business they are trying. Because somebody next door guy starts a business, I want to do a business. So for that, I want to tell you a few things. He talked about entrepreneurship, but when you wanted to do something, when you want to start a business, somebody should have a burning desire. I want to do it. I want to do it 24/7. And they should have a fire in the belly. Day in, day out, you need to think about that business. If you don't, you are doing like a casual, going and do a job. Don't do that. So, ever since, whenever you want to do this, this is what I wanted you to think about it. Second thing you need to do is, if you're going to do a grocery business or a service industry or a product, you need to know what that business is. So domain knowledge. Domain knowledge is very key when you want to start a business. You need to know ins and outs about that business. Suppose you don't, but you want to do it. Go work for somebody who has that business, learn it. And I'm too old to start business. Don't ever think that you're too old to start business. I started a $1 billion industry, business, when I was 58 years old. 58 years old. So your age is not a factor. You can do it if you have those things. Second business I started when I was 61 years old. It's another, I was a founder, partner of another $1 billion business. 61. Then about 69, I started another business. So age is not a factor. I just want to tell you why I'm trying to, just let you know. Then, and I'm going back to 1973-75. I started businesses. I was a part of the business. I made, invested it. I did about 15, 16 businesses. I can tell you, I was in a auto parts industry. I was in a hotel industry. I was in a textile industry. I was in a granite industry. I was in, I invested because I believed in people that they're going to do it. All these people deceived me. 15, 16 businesses. I lost lot of money. But one thing that made me success is I didn't give up. I didn't give up to do a business. First time, my first success story is, remember I was telling I married to somebody and she wanted to be a doctor and I made her a doctor. And when she came to America and she finished pathology residency, and she is about to get the job. She wanted to do the job. Unfortunately, just like a discrimination here, even in America there is a discrimination. So we are considered black people. The whites, blacks, it's very distinct, you can see this. So there are 5 doctors graduated and 4 of them are white and she is a black. She didn't get a job. Then, we had a discussion. What to do? I told her, I'll help you to start a lab. You don't need to worry about a job, but you think about giving jobs to other people. First time. And she vehemently opposed. I said, you don't have a choice. I bought a lab and you're going to run it. It happened, it's a true story. And then it was not in the same town, it's about 600 miles. So we used to go back and forth. It's a lot of struggle, but that's the first one. We know the domain knowledge. We wanted to do burning desire. And then in addition to, we have a talented team, which is important. So you have a burning desire and then your domain knowledge and a talented one. The next one you need is a network. Not only employees, whatever the product or services you make it, you should be able to sell it, market it. So that business, when we start that lab, we had 3 employees, 1 car, and about 800 square foot space we have a lab. So I was making good money, but I quit my job in age 48. I retired from my practice. So I joined her and we went from 3 employees to 200 employees in about 15 years. And from one location to but 60% of the Florida state. And we are 3rd largest lab in that state. And we are competing with the 2 big labs. One is a Quest and lab, and all we need to do is go lab and put next door to it. Because if people, they don't like them, they come to us. And we provide better service, quality service. That's what we did. So we succeeded. So one of the lab, they didn't like us, so they bought us out because they don't want a competition. This happens in a business, right? Yeah. So that's the first success. In 2003, I'm an ordinary doctor. I don't know a lot of things. I didn't go to business school. And my father is uneducated. And only thing he taught me is when we were growing up, he used to buy cattle. అది అంగట్లో కొంటారు కదా, తీసుకొచ్చి వాటిని మంచిగా ఫీడ్ చేసి అమ్మేవాడు మారుబేరం. And that's how he used to make money and he took care of us. So that kind of thing I know. So 2003, I wanted to do something big. So my knowledge is healthcare. So what I did was, we started a health insurance. I don't have absolutely no knowledge. So what happened was, we found and we have a few consultants working full time for me. I learned it in 6 months, everything. Zero knowledge when we started, and we knew everything. And the difference between you and other people, there are so many health insurance companies, you need to innovate. That's what you told, right? Innovation makes you stronger, better. So innovation was at that time, we should sell health insurance 12 months in a year. In America, we only do 1.5 months, rest of the other companies. So we made a plan to do 12 months a year. So we grew exponentially. Now you don't have a business, you have a problem. You have a business going, it's a problem. When you grow too much, it's a problem. Okay, in 4 years, what happened was, my health insurance company became number 7 in 2009, number 7th fastest growing company in the United States, recognized by Inc. magazine. So the issue is, we are growing, but we need to have a lot of money. We have more patients, more people enrolled us. So what happens? The Department of Insurance told us, you put more money reserve, otherwise we close you. Ante kadandi? If you don't have a reserve capital, they close the business. What should I do? I went to ask him. There were sleepless nights in that 1 to 2 weeks. Either you close the business or you do something. I brought in somebody. The guy said, I will not be a minority partner. I wanted to be a majority partner. So I was 100% owner before. My children were working for me, and my wife is doing the lab. So I have to make a decision. The decision was sold 75% to that person, and I became a minority partner, and I put the company in his hands. And the people thought that the excellent move in our area, good exit. And I thought it's a good exit. Instead of closing the business, you become a minority partner, the business is running. That was 2008. 2018, we sold that business for $1.8 billion. Okay, so how you become so good is you provide better service, patient satisfaction, and you are 5-star, there are 5-star services. We are 5-star company. So the reason I am telling this thing is, yes, we can start business. Yes, we can produce a product or service, but you need to be the best in the class. You need to be best in the class. Then only you can do things. So now then another company, we sold it. Then another company, we did it. That's also we sold. Now, in 2009, I have decided I wanted to come to India. You know why? 1983, my father came to America. It's a very life-changing situation. So I had a big house, I have cars, and I was doing very well. And he said, "Nuvu ikkadiki vachinavu kada, neeku bangalalu undొచ్చు, కార్లు ఉండొచ్చు. మా జనాలు ఎక్కడ తెలుసు కదా. నువ్వు అక్కడికి వచ్చి మా వాళ్ళకి సేవ చేస్తావు." నేను అన్నాను, ఆశ, మీరు చేస్తే ఇక్కడ నుండి ఒకరి సేవ చేస్తున్నాను. So that was the time he put a seed in me that I have to come back and help my people. So what I'm doing today, My family, the whole thing happened was, again, this is very important for every one of you. I have 2 boys and a girl. And, you're busy 24/7, and my wife was taking care of children, and I have my in-laws with the family in the home, and they were taking care. But the thing is, you need to teach them. You need to educate them. You need to prepare them for the real life, which is very important. All of us should remember that. It's not important that you are successful. You are important because you need to make your children more successful. Very important. Okay? So what happened was, one day we sat down at the dinner table, I told my children, we are going to start a business, you guys are my partners. 5 people, me, my wife, 3 children, 5 people, 5 parts. Every business we start, we are 5 members. I'm 20%, 20%, even though I work 80-90%, I'm a 20% owner. So that's when you empower your children. When they are 12, 14, 16, they are business owners. So putting those seeds in their mind that they need to do business, it was easy for me later on, hey, you own the business, go run it. So that's why soon after their education, they are my partners, right? They came and joined my business. So that's important. Every one of you, teach them. You need to raise them as a productive children. Now, as I told you, I'm very successful, no question about it. My children are successful. They are running, many businesses. 1-2 businesses they are running. You probably see or listen about it. Cryptocurrency. How many of you know cryptocurrency? Okay. My family owns a exchange in India, ZPay. Okay, my son got into it, family bought it, they are in cryptocurrency. How many people use Internet Explorer, Google Chrome, or other, web browsers? Yeah, Fox and other things. My family owns part of Brave.com. Brave.com. It's a private browser, very secure, very privacy is very important, and it's growing leaps and bounds. There are about 64 million people use it, and it's all over the world. So the reason I'm talking about these things is, you need to think, start something that nobody has started or nobody worked before. So try to think about it. You think outside the box. Think outside the box. So that's how you become one of the few to become successful. So 2009 came, my children were working and I let them manage, and I wanted to decide what I wanted to do in my life. Okay, best example in America is black and white. It's very distinct. You can see black and white. In India, we all look same. We all look same. Vinod Kumar and all these people look same, right? And he says, I'm upper caste, you are lower caste. Right? So I wanted to make some difference. My life, I want to do something in India. So I started a non-profit company. Non-profit organization called NADAM, N-A-A-D-A-M, National Association for Advancement of Dalits, Adivasis and Minorities. Now I changed it last year, nadambc.com. So we are inclusive of backward caste, Dalits, Adivasis, minorities. The goal is, I want them teach how to be successful. You know, I'm the product of Babasaheb Ambedkar dream. I went, you know, my father is a agriculture labor. My family is agriculture labor. He migrated to Jangam. There is a good school, and I went through social welfare all through my life. Okay, and I don't need to. You all know how the social welfare ask plays, right? So all through my life, one thing I did, I got in, you know, after high school, I was one of the topper in Telangana HSC. So I got into Nizam College. I can't go to college. I don't have money. My headmaster, who is a Brahmin, I stayed in his house for 3 years studying, live in the hostel, study in his house. And he said he had to go to college. I don't have money. He said, one day, he asked one of the primary school teacher, and he wrote a letter to the local community, and you know, this is a brilliant guy, he needs some help. We started at 8 o'clock in the morning, and then we ended at 5 o'clock. We collected 150 rupees, myself and one more guy. That I got 75 rupees. I took that money, went to Hyderabad, slept in Secunderabad station, went to Nizam College. That 75 rupees I still remember, and I am paying back that 75 rupees to the community today. In education, employment, entrepreneurship, economic equality, and empowerment. So we took education sector, and one day in 2011-12, R.S. Praveen Kumar called me. I'm educating the children. They're getting the seats in IIT and NIT and MBBS. They can't go to colleges. I need some help. That's how my help to our people started. Me and my wife, doctors, we put about $1 million, about 7 crores, into the Nadam Fund. We are educating the people, our own people, but you know, I wanted something different. You must be smart, or you must merit, you must be poor. Third thing is, I'll help you, but you have to educate one more person for me. So that's the condition, and I did 200 people. Everyone costs about 3 to 5 lakhs, and I paid it. Now they are paying back to help other children. Okay, I feel so good because we have done 200 children, and 150 of them are jobs. They got jobs, and they are helping one more child. And another thing is, when you really settle, I want you to do one for yourself. So every student I educate, I get 2. And I wanted to build it such a way, 1,000, 2,000, if I do it, you reach a critical mass, so it helps by itself. For that reason, I wanted to get into the politics. I did it. I failed. I lost. Not once, twice. Then I decided that politics is not my cup of tea. So I don't want to do any politics. I want to do service to my people. So I want to do entrepreneurship. I wanted to do produce jobs, skill center, and healthcare. So these are the things I am doing to help our people. Okay? Now, after saying all these things, I was so excited to see so many people here. And on behalf of my family and my companies, Mahesh, I wanted to give you 1 lakh rupees for doing what you are doing. Okay? and make this a very successful organization. Okay? So everybody do that, give little bit, we make this organization one of the best organizations to help our people. Okay? So thank you very much, guys. I'm sorry I took a lot of time from your lunch. So I hope you don't mind. Okay? And thank you very much, and thanks everybody. And for the last time again, Jai Bheem. Jai Bheem.
Jai Bheem!
Jai Bheem.
Jai Bheem!
Jai Mickey.
Jai Mickey!
One more thing I just wanted to tell you.
Very important. Very, very important. I lived in America for 50 years. I've seen the world. Ups and downs. I've seen the world. And I stepped on the floor, I stepped on 575. I own a plane, live in a house and the water. It doesn't matter. We don't take them with you. End of the life, we don't take anything. Do something for your community. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm doing the same thing. I have a dream. My dream is I want to create a Dalit university. The education makes us more productive. And I wanted to, since this is a industry and this is very advanced people here, anybody volunteer to make a committee, I wanted to invite them, join. I want to invite about 50 people and then let's explore let's make a Dalit university. See, American politics. You guys need to be very proactive. Do what is important for you. They started a black organization called NAACP in 1910, 1909, 100 years later. They have their own person, president of the United States. Most powerful country in this world. Most powerful country, they elected the president. I hope we do same thing here. But support your people. Don't ever backstab your own people. Please. Thank you very much. Very good.